Huh? There. Oh. Huh? Durr.
Hey now, and welcome down to KC Toy Reviews. We are here today with SL Customs Bruce Wayne, based off the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. Now the question of the day is this thing worth your money and your time? And well, depending on what you're looking for, that answer could vary. So, if you want to find out why, as always, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, so I am a massive fan of the new movie. In fact, if I were to score the new movie, it would be somewhere in the realm of a 9.3 out of 10, maybe a 9.2 out of 10. It was an amazing movie. It was a great representation of Batman. They pulled in inspiration from Christopher Nolan, from Tim Burton's movie as far as soundtrack, a little bit of the looks. I mean, just everywhere. The comics, it was just a mashup. And ultimately, the result by Matt Reeves was amazing. Upon leaving that movie, I knew that I had to have something on my shelf that represented the amazing, fantastic time that I had watching that film. So, of course, the only choice that we currently have is the SL Customs Bruce Wayne, which lies in front of us. I'm going to be brutally honest, as always. This just got here probably within the past half hour. I busted it out. We're talking together. I'm a little disappointed. I see a lot of posts in the groups, and again, I say this like a broken record. I'm very blunt. Forgive me if I offend anybody. I see everybody going, it's great, other reviews saying it's great. The fact of the matter is, it is most certainly not great. Is it good? I mean, yeah. It really boils down to what you're looking for. Are you looking for a Robert Pattinson look-alike head sculpt and something that's ripped straight from the movie? I don't think that we have it in front of us. Are you looking for something to hold you over until perhaps the Hot Toys come out or a company comes out with a better Bruce Wayne? Then yeah, what we have in front of us is perfect, especially for the price point. We do need to harp on the price point. I think I saw somebody today saying they paid $120 shipped. Kudos to you. I didn't get mine that cheap. I think mine was somewhere in the realm of $140 to $150 shipped. However, for the price point, not horrible. I'm not the biggest Robert Pattinson fan as far as film goes, and I know everybody's going to dawn on Twilight. I'm not one of those guys. I dawn on him as an actor. What has he done? What is his portfolio? I've seen a lot of Robert Pattinson films. With that said, I walked up to my wife and said, does this look like Pattinson to you? And what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? Unfortunately, she gave it a rookie score, but she gave it a 6 out of 10. And I was very close in that realm. I see it, as we're talking and looking through the lens here. I do see Robert Pattinson from the movie. The question is, am I trying to see it or do I see it? If you kind of hear what I'm saying there. I'm such a massive fan of the movie. I might be a little biased in this review because I do see Robert Pattinson. I don't even think the film detail is picking up. It has a nice detailed look to the face. But as my wife said, the likeness of Robert Pattinson, I'm right there. Either a 5 or a 6 as far as quick rookie scores go. A 5 or a 6 out of 10. Now, do I see the Bruce Wayne from the film at a quick glance? Yes, I do. Does it fit the mold of what I was looking for? Something on my shelf as I walk by? Yes, absolutely it does. Do I recommend it, as we're talking? I think, yeah, for the price point, why not? It's not a horrible head sculpt by any means. It's just, again, we need to be blunt and we need to be brutally honest as far as what's in front of us. As far as disappointments go, again, we're nitpicking here, and I have to say that because there are some people that skewer me and think that I am just being an asshole or something, and I'm just being honest. The tailoring is subpar. Now, with that said, I can understand how tailoring a 1/6 suit of this size must be a massive undertaking and not easy. But the fact of the matter is, I have to still look at this as a real suit on a figure. Now, a lot of the stuff, and you can see right here, even like the tie, it almost floats above. No matter what I did, that tie just floats there. The suit itself, people are going to think I'm crazy and maybe the film is shedding some pounds here, but it looked almost penguinish. He looked a little chubby, a little fat. It was inflated a little bit too much, almost like I needed to take my steamer and just steam the whole thing down, because the body underneath that they use is decent. I think that it is a slim body, and it represents Bruce Wayne, especially the Patterson Bruce Wayne, appropriately. And a couple other things to note, and you can kind of see the around the edges here, very frizzy type of material. Maybe it's movie accurate. I'm not that keen to the eye to know if this was pulled straight from the film, but it does have this kind of frizzy material. The only knock and downfall, it's like a goddamn magnet to hair and lint and stuff like that. So just be careful. Get them right into a DTOF or a glass case or a dust-proof shelf, something like that, because he is going to collect little pieces of lint and stuff due to this material. So yeah, all those little frizzy materials there are. Oh my God! Actually, as I'm saying it, look at the edge here. Look at that. It's like a mold-looking thing over the edge there of his shoulder. So, yeah, very frizzy material on there that does cling on to materials and little fibers and tiny things. So just something to note and be careful of there. Underneath, we do have a nice, smooth, different style suit. So contrast in materials to this fuzzy type of suit down to this nice, smooth suit underneath. And you know what? Other than that, I'm not going to harp too much on the tailoring. It's pretty straightforward, other than the fluffiness that I need to steam down. And a couple quick little last notes before we slap a score on this guy. It did come with this super random little batarang. The reason I say super random, I'm not sure if he ever would use the batarang in his Bruce Wayne form. Perhaps if we used our imagination, which our imagination is clearly the limits, but he didn't use it in the movie, and I feel like it was just an afterthought by SL that said, damn, all we have is these two hands. We didn't include a stand, which we need to know, no stand, and all it had was the two hands that you see plus two fisted hands, and they said, what the hell else can we include here? Maybe they should have included one of those cards that says to the Batman or something like that versus a batarang, which was incredibly random and makes no sense that he'd be standing in your case holding a batarang. But hey, if you want him holding a batarang and it suits your fancy, then more power to you. I think it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Should have included something from the Riddler or one of the little clues that he was trying to solve along the lines there. But nonetheless, batarang, the hands that you see, and no stand. Now, I did see that SL has a Loki figure out. We have this version of the Batman Bruce Wayne out, so they're not doing a horrible job. They seem to be pumping out 1/6 figures. Include a stand. I'm not sure which company out there should not include a stand with a 1/6 figure. This guy, his ankle joints were a little loose as it was, so I think this guy would fall over after a few years of standing in your case. We want to hang on to these for a long time, so SL, going forward, damn, just include a stand. It's just not asking a lot. On your part, I couldn't imagine anything more than a $3 to $5 increase in price point. On our end, I mean, we would pay $10 more, maybe $15 more, and nobody would even notice. You could have charged $140 to $150 for this guy and included the stand, and I still would have paid it. So include a stand going forward. Other than that, decent tailoring. They made an attempt at the head sculpt, but a fantastic movie. One of the best versions of Batman I've seen in a long time. We're not going to sit here and debate, is it the best Batman? Is it better than Christian Bale? I'm not here to do that, but what we are here to do is analyze the figure in front of us. And that's an SL Studio, Bruce Wayne. And what's the score? Well, I'll be honest, I've had the score in mind the entire time looking at this guy. And I said to myself a couple times, maybe it'll get higher as you feel it out and feel things and go through it. And, well, unfortunately, it didn't change. It's a 5.7 out of 10. Now, I'm not knocking this figure, saying it's a piece of crap. Some people might hear 5.7 and get all up in arms. I can't believe he gave it 5.7. I'm mad. It's not that bad. 5.7 is not saying it's a piece of crap. It's just saying they tried. It's good. It's a placeholder. Do I think over the coming years that we're going to get things that make this look like a piece of crap? Absolutely. But until then, it fits the mold of what I want. I need something on my shelf that reminds me of that amazing movie. And that lies in front of us with the SL Studios Bruce Wayne. But at the cost of a 5.7 out of 10. With that said, do I recommend this? I don't think I would go out boasting and saying, get this, it's amazing, I recommend this figure. But as I've said 100 times, it fits the mold. And if you love the movie and need something on your shelf to remind you of that fantastic feeling we had watching the movie, well, then get it. Especially for the price point, get it. But for now, that's it for us here today at KC Toy Reviews. SL Studios, Bruce Wayne, Batman, Robert Patterson!